Protecting your energy, man. I just really gotta speak on protecting your energy because that shit is so vital, especially as time progresses and we see things is getting harder. Times is changing. Things ain't the way it used to be, and just some years ago, you could spend time just wasting time, right? Like you would just spend time just like fucking off, getting high, like just kind of like going through the motions, not really thinking about shit. I don't feel like we're in those times no more. Like we're in a time of like this is like make or break time, and like we're just entering into it. So like, I mean, we've been kind of in it since the pandemic, but I feel like now is really like go time because with AI, the war, even though I don't believe in presidents having power, but the puppet that they have in place, like all of this shit is putting so much pressure on not just the United States and not just the United States citizens, but the global economy in such a way that I feel like we don't have much time to keep playing. Like it's not enough time left to keep just going through the motions. Just I'm gonna just go and do X, Y, and Z, like frivolous shit that don't really matter. Like we don't have time to keep doing that no more. Or I'm not sure about anybody else, but me specifically, I don't have time to keep doing that. And to be honest, I didn't really have the time back then, but we had the illusion of like the ability to have time to waste. You really don't never have time to waste. Whether you're young, you old, whether you in school, whether you in work, whether you no matter what, I don't never feel like we have time to waste. I feel like everything should be productive in some type of way, right? And a lot of times, protecting your energy can also deal with the people you have around you. Because a lot of the times, the people you have around you can sap your energy. And not only that, they can see potential energy and they'll do things to try to stop that potential energy from manifesting almost in a way. Maybe they do it intentionally, maybe they do it unintentionally, maybe it's a subconscious thing, or maybe that's just their nature, or maybe it's like the rule of five where, if you're around certain types of people, you become them in a way or you pick up their traits. So whatever, method or whatever pathway you think that this energy travels, either way, I feel like you have to make the deliberate and, what I'm saying, active choice to make sure that the deliberate choice to make sure that you're protecting your energy at all times. Because if you're just trying to just like for instance, go get high with some friends, if you're just trying to chill out, a lot of times that's just wasted energy, that's wasted potential. You feel like, okay, I'm not trying to be stressed out today, I'm trying to free my stress. A lot of times, you know, a lot of times that shit don't mean nothing, bro. Like after like just speaking for myself, like a lot of times like people, you know, just spend again, gonna use myself for example, just spend years of your life at a time and then when you look back, bro, it's just like what the fuck? It's like what the fuck? Like and it was what makes it even more wicked is when you had an inkling of potential, or you had an inkling of an idea that could have came to fruition at a certain time. Like for me, I was really big on crypto back years ago, way before it became mainstream. Before back when the media was still saying crypto was like not something to invest in, like it's not real money. Now you got the president of the United States talking about crypto. At one point in time, everybody was calling this shit a fucking scam. When I already knew this was going to be the future of fucking money because anybody who plays futuristic video games always knows. Like if you play any sci-fi game or watch any sci-fi movie, they never use dollars. They were already showing you in every movie. Every movie was already showing you that there's not gonna be any paper money in the future. Anytime you watch Blade Runner, if you watch motherfucking Demolition Man, if you watch Star Trek, any futuristic movie that takes place in the future, they never have paper money. It's always digital. So what made you think that the world wasn't eventually going to actually go down that pathway at some point? Bitcoin was the in. I saw Bitcoin as being that. It was literally that, and for years people have been putting it off as like a scam. Me in my heart, I always knew that this was going to be something that took off. I just didn't know when. I didn't know the timing, you know, and I wasn't 100% on it. So I would a lot of times go to other people to try to, you know what I'm saying, relay information. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times you'll be in an echo chamber in your own mind, but sometimes that's where you need to be. Sometimes you need to be in an echo chamber so that your thoughts can amplify and so that they can take hold and that they can override a lot of the programming and negative bullshit that gets implanted in your head on a daily basis, subliminally, intentionally, all that type of shit. So me again in my heart, I feel confident in this. I know that crypto has to be the next move. NFTs too. Like NFTs haven't done what they've said yet. That's because we aren't there yet. The VR technology isn't there yet. We aren't in fully digital worlds yet. But that is coming as well. But again, all you have to do is look. They're showing you everything that's going to happen in the movies. You can write it off as a movie, but guess what? iRobot was a movie. Now they're making robots. At one time, smartphones where you could talk to the phone and the person could see you, that was just a movie thing, right? Now we actually can do it. Everything they show you in movies eventually comes to fruition. How many more movies do you have to watch before you come to notice this? Everything that they show you comes to fruition. Everything. The movies about the global pandemic and shit, they had movies about that. That came to fruition. Everything they're showing you is coming to fruition. Specifically when it comes to technology. Specifically when it comes to technology. You know, all the other shit, that's more fantasy. But specifically when it comes to technology and sci-fi movies, that shit normally be based in some sort of reality. Okay? They're not just like, coming up with concepts out of thin air. These things are already concepts. These things have already been prototyped. They've already been tested. They may not be available to the public, but crypto technology been researched. I don't understand it, bro. But I'm getting off topic. My point is that if you don't protect your energy, you can in your soul know what you're supposed to do. You can know your purpose. You can know when something is right, when something is wrong. Your intuition, right? Your inner guidance, that inner light, that inner voice, your higher being, whatever you want to call it. That is the energy you have to protect because it's very easy to get overwritten. It's very easy to get, you know what I'm saying, talked over. Your inner voice is quiet. This is why people meditate to amplify the inner voice, to amplify the inner guidance, right? So if you got a lot of people around you, if you got a lot of negative personalities and personas and people around you, and they're always in downtrodden states and they're always talking down and they're never able to see your vision, you gotta immediately evacuate from these people. Immediately. If they're not on your same frequency, you have to immediately evacuate. Otherwise, you will be headed towards downfall. I have witnessed this shit not only for myself, but for other people. When you get around certain people, they typically they're not just low vibrational beings. I label some people as parasitic beings. You can call them energy vampires, whatever. I don't want to give everybody the term energy vampire because for me, an energy vampire is somebody specific. They are someone who's trained in specifically knowing how to do that shit. To me, a parasite is like a low level person. It's like some random dude in the hood who just be like doing bullshit, who be trying to press people for no reason and shit. He's a parasite. Like you ain't an actual energy vampire because you don't. You're not subtle with it. You don't know how to do subtle. I'm not even gonna get into that. But you're more of a parasite, and these people will leech energy off of you. So you have the golden energy. You have the energy that can lead you towards salvation or promised land, whatever. That inner Jesus Christ consciousness is leading you. Whether whatever term you want to put on it, is guiding you. But you got all these outside influences. All these outside influences are basically diverging away from that one path. And if you don't protect your energy, and if you're allowing these people to influence you, if you're allowing these people even to come into your vicinity for real, if they aren't on the same time and you're on, if they aren't relating and able to see your vision, you have to get away from them because if they can't see your vision, they're not even really in the same world as you. Like, yeah, we still share the same physical 3D plane, but if you can't envision what I envision, we live in two different worlds. You live in a world where you enjoy being a slave, you enjoy being subservient, you enjoy, you know what I'm saying, the world, the illusion that the powers that be have put in place. I'm not that person. So just us trying to even try to interact and commune, it's not gonna work. It's like when two frequencies come together that aren't congruent and it causes like noise. I forgot the specific term for it. It's a term in science. You have two different kinds of ways that frequencies can interact. It can be it's not this is not the exact term, but it can be congruent or it can be non-congruent. Basically meaning that the waves can work harmonious and it will create a bigger wave, or either the waves will crash and both frequencies will fall. So some people's frequency is already fucking low as shit anyway. And if your frequency is higher than that and they try to combine, your shit's gonna crash. They're gonna crash your fucking frequency. That's what the fuck gonna happen. So you gotta get the fuck away from these people. All right, motherfuckers who just want to get high, who don't never want to talk about no higher mind shit. You get high, but your mind don't elevate. So they only get high on a physical plane. You don't mentally get higher. If you just want to get around motherfuckers and all they want to do is just get high on a physical plane, they're not trying to have any higher level thoughts and higher level vibrations. They're not trying to tap into anything beyond just, the everyday frivolous bullshit. Like some people you get around and like you just observe them. Just observe them for the whole time you're around them. Like I'll be around somebody for probably like a few hours or something. And like the whole time, like it's just straight bullshit. Like the whole time, like just bullshit. Like meaningless shit. Like what the fuck? Like and it's like they're genuinely interested in this. Like there's like one guy just showing me endless TikTok videos of like obviously AI generated like slop. It's like, bro, I don't give a fuck about none of this shit. Why the fuck are you even showing me this? This ain't doing what the fuck? Why are you showing me these 10-second clips of retardation? Like this ain't doing nothing for nobody. And then later on you'll be talking about you need to figure something out. You ain't got no money. Like what the bitch? No, what? Of course you don't. Of course you don't, because you're fucking stupid. You have to evacuate from stupid people. There is no salvation. We're coming upon, I don't want to say the end times, but this is looking something similar to it. There has to be a separation of people. The Hylics from the pneumatics. Like, you feel me? Like, I ain't even about to get down that whole pathway of like, you know what I'm saying, the esoteric shit and you know what I'm saying, the more spiritual side of this shit, bro. But you really have to protect your energy out here, bro. Because some of these people I feel like are almost pawns for the archons. They have to be pawns for actual vampires, or they're just low level beings or something. I don't know. You have to be like a low level being or something, because there's no way that this is how some people live their life. And it's like they almost try to bring anybody who even has a spark of something down. Like again, I'm not gonna go back over that. I already said it. Anyway, that's my video. I just had to get this shit out, bro. Protect your energy at any cost. Like again, it's better to be a hermit. It's better to be alone in your own thoughts, purifying yourself. Purifying yourself as in cleansing your mind. Because school programs you, the media programs you, social media programs you. A lot of times your friends and associates aren't actually friends and associates, and they're secretly working on your downfall. You have to protect your energy at all costs. And that's just only 4 reasons to protect your energy. There's like I can label like 10 reasons to protect your energy, but that is very, very highly important at this time. Highly important. We don't have no time to waste. We don't have no energy to waste. We don't have no resources to waste. We entering crunch time, man. I don't know what else to say. Peace.